get that rosary. Give me the rosary. The victory has already been won. I gave instances during the rally, all Ireland Rosary rally in Knock, that it happened in Lepanto, 1571. It happened in Brazil, 1964. It happened in Philippines, 1986. And then after the Second World War in Austria, it occurred there, where the Rosary procession, led to the victories won by Christians in those nations. So ours it has already started happening. Let me tell you, I am encouraging my brother bishops, especially the issue of consecration and reconsecration. By the grace of God, one young bishop, he was ordained this year. It was exactly 1 month on the 13th of May when he came to our diocese for the ceremony of the reconsecration of our diocese of Immaculate Heart of Mary. And he's so eager about it. He wanted us to do his own this year. I said, no, settle down first. Because next year, the first part of next year, we'll go there. And let me tell you, I'm encouraging bishops in Nigeria. We have many bishops in our country, over 50 bishops. And I'm encouraging those who have not done that to queue in this. Queue in, because it's very important. And more so that in some places where a lot of crises are taking place, you need to go to our Mother Mary. She had two major requests in Fatima in 1917. The consecration of Russia and the entire world to Her Immaculate Heart. Successive popes did that, and then the climax was during Pope St. John Paul II. When that was done, and then communism collapsed. I was in Russia about 7 years ago, in Moscow. And let me tell you, if you see churches that have sprung up there, you will not believe it, that it's the same Russia that was under communism and Christianity was almost being crushed there. But our Mother Mary has worked it. A lot of churches have, even though it's Orthodox, but of course they are Christians. They are Christians. And so also are other places. Now, the same thing with our own. If Boko Haram is being degraded in my own diocese, it means the Fulani herdsmen that are killing Christians and other communities in other parts of the country can also be crushed with the power of the rosary or the usage of the rosary. That can be done. So that is what we are doing. I'm encouraging my brother bishops to do that. So it's already spreading. It's like a tsunami. And by the grace of God, it will spread not only in our country, but even beyond Nigeria. Well, I thank God. As you can see, people say I'm a very joyful bishop, that I'm full of joy, and it's true. I carry out my duties joyfully. Of course, my major preoccupation is prayer. Prayer. Because that is the source of our strength. I can pray for 2 hours in the morning, and then after work, I also have time before Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament. Because in my house, the Blessed Sacrament is exposed 24 hours. So in the afternoon, I'll have time with Jesus. And then in the evening, I will also have time with Jesus, maybe for about 2 more hours. I wake up early in the morning and I go for prayer. Then with the people, I ensure that I wear a smiling face so that encourages them. Another form of prayer that I really cherish is what we call Thank You Jesus Rosary. It's a wonderful form of prayer. And it emanates from the experience of the Archbishop that ordained me a priest. This Archbishop had a vision. Jesus appeared to him. And when he saw Jesus, Jesus was looking very sad. Then he said, Lord, why are you looking sad? Jesus said, why should I not look sad? When my people only know how to ask me, they only know how to petition me for their demands and the things they want to use. But as soon as they get those things, they don't come back to thank me. They are like the 9 lepers. So why should I not be sad? Then the Archbishop said, oh, my Lord, I will promote the thank you devotion to you. Then Jesus said, fine. Since that time, many years ago, this happened many years ago, before I became a priest, if people came to the Archbishop asking for prayers for their problems, he would just tell them, go and say, thank you, Jesus, 1,000 times. Thank you, Jesus, 2,000 times, as the case may be. And they will be wondering, why would the Archbishop be telling us this? We're thinking that you would tell us, okay, these are the prayers you will offer so that your problems will be solved. But he will not tell them that. Just say, go and say, thank you, Jesus, this number of times. But they would obey him because, of course, he's a servant of God. But as they went and did that, their problems would be taken care of. Jesus would solve their problems. And they would come back thanking and praising the Lord. So that happened before I became a priest. And a reverend sister decided to make that thank you, Jesus, in form of a rosary. It's very powerful. So that is one form of prayer that I do not joke with. In the morning, I begin by thanking Jesus by praying the rosary for what he does in my life and in the life of the people of God in my diocese. I enjoy Christians in different parts of the world, and especially here in Europe, to remember their root. It was the missionaries from this part of the world that brought Christianity to us. I was telling them, I said, what is happening now? Why have you forgotten your root? So go back to the root.